Hello and welcome back to another episode of Chairs and Desk Stairs with me, Byron Darvel. That's right, it's not Darren Barvel. Some people last week said, is it Darren Barvel? Is it Glaren Barvel? It's Byron Darvel. We'll leave it at that. Today on episode 3 of Chairs and Desk Stairs, we've got another special guest for you. It's just full of special guests. Where else are you going to go to get such special guests? I'll give you a second to think about it. You see, it's pretty hard. Joining us today for a very delightful episode 3 is Sharon Prokas from Icon International. Hello, Sharon!
Hey guys.
We're not even how do we greet each other? You guys can't see, but we're shaking feet at the bottom there.
Bit of a wiggle there.
Professional. Yes, thank you. Stock exchange. Sharon, welcome to the show. It's so good to have you here. How was your drive here? Oh, you're welcome. Did you get mugged on the way here? Or
No, you know what? It was out of my territory. I'm not gonna lie.
What is your territory, by the way? I didn't ask you. Where do you hail from?
I come from the north, but I mean, I love Benoni. I have friends out here, and I venture all over the place. I mean, I even go to Vilakazi Street, the box shop in Soweto. That's where we record our podcast. So I'm used to going out of my territory. I actually love it.
Wow, brilliant. I mean, even Benoni, for those of you guys who don't know, it's very far. It's like 600 kilometers. Yeah, by bicycle. Icon International, I want to understand a bit more about it. You're obviously the founder of Icon International,
yes.
A talent agency.
Well, we started off as a talent agency, but you know what? I think the creative bug just bit me, and from there we can't. The talent agency became the base and the foundation, but then we just grew into different, roads and avenues and extensions, surrounding, the creative industry.
Right. So that was my question. Was that dictated by the kind of people? Okay, let's cut there. It's okay. So that is interesting. You started off as an agency and then you went off into other avenues. So I was curious to know, was that dictated by the kinds of people you're taking on? It was actors, singers, comedians, etc. Or what led you guys to move away from the traditional agency sense and branch out further?
You know what, talent agencies are kind of very restricted, okay? So you normally book artists to go to castings and that kind of thing. And then I started realizing is that, artists in South Africa are not given the opportunity to showcase their talent enough. And that is when
absolutely.
I thought, let me start, networking with different types of brands, people, marketing companies, and start opening more doors for them, that they're able to showcase their talent instead of waiting for auditions or for people to come to you. Right. So, that's half the problem in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it is the platform and because I think a lot of people can make great content, whether it's a song or a TikTok or videos, etc. But then we've made the content, it's out there, the individual, the group, like what's our next step?
Yes.
How many platforms are available for us to make that next third, fourth and fifth step? So, I mean, you guys are really helping branch a very important gap there, I think, especially in the arts industry.
And today a lot of people say, why do I actually need a talent agent? Possibly they don't need one, but they do need one when it comes to, the show biz, the biz side of the show.
Yeah.
Because we understand the legalities, we can negotiate better contracts for you guys. All those kind of things come into play that artists don't think about.
How do you turn away talent? I always thought that's quite a tough one. Like if you've got someone who maybe thinks they've got it and they come to you, is there sometimes you've got to draw a pretty hard line and say, we can't have you on, or we're not willing to punt this talent because A, we don't think it's talent, we don't think it is a talent, or we don't think it's creative enough. Do you ever have to have that hard chat with people and say, like, sit down, and I need to break the bad news to you?
I've actually had to have a hard chat with myself because I'm a bit of a softie and I'm extremely passionate about talent. So whoever comes to see me, I kind of feel, well, they've taken the time to come and see me. They're obviously, I've got to give them that chance.
Yeah.
And then what I normally do is I get to know the artist. I get to know what they're about, what their passions are. Do they have an extraordinary talent that I can take and do something with? Obviously, I'm not going to take somebody on that I know is not marketable. But I've got to the stage, I think, in my business where I kind of have to be a little bit strict of who I take on because we are a boutique style agency. I rather have a smaller pool of artists that I can manage and promote and what have you than just taking anybody on for the sake of taking you on.
Yeah, just too many people.
And yes, I think the way the market has become, or the industry has become, I'd rather take on people that are very hardworking, that have got great attitude and not necessarily just skill, but have really good attitude and don't have big egos.
Is it fair to say that part of your job or your responsibility as well is just to kind of nurture and guide people? So you could come into the studio, come into the office, you've got lots of talent, you've got lots of time, you've made good content, but your attitude stinks.
Correct.
But we're going to take you on because I believe I can nurture that or I can guide you. And if you just change your attitude, heck, you're going to be super marketable. So do you take that role on as well? But you got to guide them.
I do.
In a maturity sense.
But often, I think what's also happening, in the industry in South Africa is that a lot of artists don't just stick to one agent. They go to many different agents. And they don't, for me, it's all about teamwork and communication and really building up a great relationship with your agent.
Yes.
To do that. So yes, I do nurture them and I guide them along the way, but then they need to be committed enough to me. If I'm going to be putting the time into you and pushing you, I mean, I can spend hours, obviously pushing you, marketing you, making phone calls, reaching out to my network of contacts, and you've got to be committed to me. So it's a two-way street.
You've got to reciprocate the effort put in.
It's a marriage, really.
Yeah, but you really sound like you're always willing to go above and beyond, which is awesome. I think that's what the talent, the people are looking for, is an agent who's going to go above and beyond.
And that's me.
I'm going to go above and beyond myself.
I think it's in my character though. I'm not a person who can kind of put in a box and cover it with a lid. I've always been one to throw the lid off and jump out the box.
Yeah.
That's who I am, and I'm not scared to try anything that is new if it's going to open doors for my talent.
Yeah. I admire you saying that. I wish a lot more people would have just the confidence to say that and admit that. Wow, what crazy good timing. Well, I guess that brings us to the next segment of our show, the quick draw round. Thank you guys very much for listening. We'll see you in a second. And welcome to the quick draw round. Sharon, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. If you could eat only Greek food for a week, what would it be?
Oh, there's so much I could eat. Galactoburicor, it's a dessert.
We'll put that there. Say it again for us.
Galactoburicor, it's not really a food, it's a dessert.
If you could choose one pose for the rest of your life to do in any photos, would it be the duck face or the back arch?
I think I'd be good at the back arch. The duck face, I always look a little bit, the back
arch. Would you do the back arch until you're 80? Because that's part of the T's and C's. Fondest memory during Corona and lockdown?
Being with my family.
Oh, that's so sweet. If you were a robot, only if, we're not saying you are, if you were a robot, would you use Q20 or WD-40 when you've got a sore robot kneecap?
WD-40.
Yeah, right? I know, it's just so much more
Sounds
important.
better.
Name your top 5 favorite desserts of all time.
Tiramisu. Now you called me. Peppermint, what is it?
Thank you guys, and that was quick draw round. Back to the studio. Yikes. Guys, before we move on, I would just love to give a big shout out to our #1 coffee sponsor, Black Owl Urban Coffee. If you guys are looking for delicious coffee in Benoni, here it is. Sharon, it's been an absolutely marvelous day. Marvelous is better. Before we love and leave you, what I wanted to ask was, is there any other projects, any other things you're working on that perhaps the guests, the Chairs and Destes fans would like to know about and could benefit of?
So basically, we're working on a whole lot of upcoming events and what have you, and we've been working on the Iconic Hour for the last 2 years, which is a podcast, and that is hosted by Icon International but powered by Flatline Radio, which is an internet radio station based in Vilakazi Street in Soweto. And that's really just an amazing project that we've been busy with for the last 2 years. And we go there.
Epic.
We go there every Tuesday, but now with COVID, we've been doing everything streaming online. But it's really just it really opened my eyes about South African talent as to what is out there, the type of talent that is out there, the undiscovered talent that is out there. So that's one of the projects we're involved in, and we obviously host events with Flatline Radio on a regular basis. We're busy with that, and we're also very affiliated with Smile Foundation, which is a charity organisation.
Yes, Smile.
That are doing amazing work. We've got a couple of events coming up with them. So we just kind of really network with people that can give our artists the exposure.
You really are moving mountains. I appreciate that. If you guys didn't see it, it is Flatline Studios right over here. Here is the information for Flatline Radio Studio and the Smile Foundation. Better go check it out. And then in closing, Sharon, thank you very much.
Thank you for
Icon International, where do we find you on social media last time?
Icon International straight out, and the Iconic Hour. Mm-hmm. And then we've also got a brand new podcast that will be launching soon.
Oh, new podcast!
The Plugged In podcast, going to be absolutely outrageous, featuring Prince Dube and a beautiful lady by the name of Talisha Govender. So that's going to be launching in about 2 weeks. So we're super excited about that.
Epic. Well, we're going to look out for that. you so much. And guys, thank you very much for watching today's episode. One more big shout out. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Sharon, for coming through. Thank you. It was epic.
Absolute pleasure.
Enjoy your 12-hour drive back home to the north. Please fill up with
I
petrol.
might just stay here. I don't
Might
know
as
if I want to
well.
go home. I
Yeah,
like it here.
just sleep outside. And guys, we will see you next week. Thank you so much. Remember, it is COVID-19. Be yourself, make banana bread, stay at home, and love your friends and family. Until we see each other. Bye-bye.